Well, hello there, my gorgeous, wonderful, fluffy fuzzballs. I only let gorgeous and wonderful people watch my videos, so if you're seeing this now, congratulations on your greatness. Anyway, I want to go ahead and look at the community section because you guys are hilarious and kind of go down here. I did this video once before and some of my people seem to enjoy it, so I've decided we're going to just dive in here again. Now, this one, um, was posted an hour ago, so it doesn't really have a lot of people responding quite yet. But have you ever been banned from a public place? One person so far said, well, there was an incident. So there's that. Let's move on to the next one. Have you ever handed a child-proof container to a kid because you couldn't open it? Uh, Most of you said it's like calling a sponge waterproof. That's true. There's no such thing as childproof. They get in anything. Tear it up, mess it up. It's a thing. Haven't had to deal with that in years, but it is a thing. Being that will be upon us soon, what would be your choice apocalypse weapon for defense? Well, most of you, the vast majority, said shotgun. Uh, 22%, there's about a quarter of you said it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? You gotta love that kind of optimism there. What conspiracy theory would you totally want to start if you could? And overwhelmingly, the people we vote for represent us. Now that's crazy. That is definitely a conspiracy theory that will never happen. But um, that's what you guys want. You guys want the people we vote for to represent us. And again, you got to admire that kind of optimism. It's silly, but you got to admire it. Oh, goodness. What two normal things are the strangest to do back to back? And speaking of back to back, we have our first tie for first place 30% and 30%. What two normal things are the strangest to do back to back? Well, fully dressing and frying bacon, doing homework early, then watching YouTube videos. Yeah, right. Like when you're out of school, doing homework is absolutely the last thing you'd think about. And I remember when I was a youngin', 150,000 years ago, when I came home from school with homework. Homework is the last thing on my mind. I just, need to kind of unwind from the school scene for a while before you dig in. I guess some youngins can do it though. I don't know. Have you ever taught a parrot a naughty word? What constitutes naughty came in first. So, so in other words, there's people that are like, yeah, but what exactly? I mean, I guess you could say you could call anything a naughty word. Sort of like, if you've ever listened to Scottish people um, insult themselves, they can use anything as an insult, and it stings. It's sort of like you, you dirty spatula, you know, and it works for some reason. They can use anything as an insult. So I guess what constitutes naughty is totally valid. I am not a dirty spatula. Look up Scottish insults online, and they're so creative. It's great. Um, Number two, incidentally, only if it's for science. I don't know how teaching a parrot a naughty word for science is a thing, but that's what you guys said. So, moving on. What mythical creature would improve the world if it most actually existed? Um, the world the most if it actually existed. I said my own sentence wrong. Anyway, dwarves, they're pretty nifty, and elves, gotta love the Spock ears, came in first place. Another tie for first. So dwarves and elves, you guys want dwarves and elves, because why not? I would have thought mermaids would have been up there, or maybe unicorns, pointy horses, yay. That would have been my, because horses I mean, from a distance, if you kind of squint and they're blurry, they might look like a llama in certain lighting. But I would have gone for the unicorns, but whatever. Next one, if your hands suddenly vanished in a freak snapping turtle incident, what would you replace them at the ends of your arms? Um, I would just be sad, being handless and all. Which is true. The vast majority of you guys said that. Um, Scissor hands to harvest llama wool, buckets to feed llamas, comb and brush to groom llamas, cameras for llama footage. Those would be pretty interesting at the end of your arms, but for the most part, you guys would just be sad. Freak snapping turtle incident. Ah, where do I come up with this stuff? Anyway, if you could create a real legal holiday that doesn't currently exist, what would it be? Llama Day, duh. That's kind of self-explanatory. Yes, yes. This one here concerns me a little because not only that most of my people would get rid of their underwear, but not most uh, pets. If you had to give up one thing like forever, what would you live without? Pets. That surprised me. Most of you guys said you could get rid of your pets if you had to give up one thing. Underwear, chocolate. Nobody said car. Nobody said car, which is strange. I mean, I'm from the Northeast, of course, and if I'm of the mentality that if I lived in a major city, in fact, I don't think my aunt has a car. Well, she has one, she just doesn't use it because she's in a city. And if you have public transportation, like several different options, bus or underground or a cab or, you got yourself a bicycle or things like that, then you don't really need one. But um, nobody, nobody picked car, not even the city dwellers, which is kind of interesting. But, huh, people could live without their pets. Did not see that coming. Oh, and then there's this one, which I totally did do. And it works, so I've decided to scatter boxes around the house near areas that I don't want cats to sit or climb on. I saw on the interwebs somewhere that they will choose the box over the naughty spot. Do you think this scheme will work? And most of you said, and most of you are correct, Llama, your brilliance is an inspiration to humanity. And I'll have to agree with that assessment. Probably not, but could try came in number two. And this one, I was going to do one more, last but not least, because I think we're getting kind of close to my other video content, so I don't want to go down here too far. But instead of being called a fat redneck, I would prefer the phrase large yet strikingly attractive countryman. Let me know your thoughts on this. Um, yeah, large yet strikingly attractive countryman. I would much rather prefer to be called that. Most of you agreed with me. Yes, this is clearly the way of the future. And and that's what I got. Anyway, thanks fellers for partaking in my community section. I do appreciate it, and it's good, fun, total nonsense, and glad I was able to share this with you today. So, have a wonderful day. Don't forget to floss because then you'll end up toothless like me. Take care of your teeth, it's important. And that's what I got. I'm out.
It would appear you have reached the end of this video. Well, I want to thank you fellers for watching. Things that way. And if you could go ahead and, share and like and subscribe and all that YouTuber nonsense that they say on the interwebs, what they do there. That'd be nice. Y'all have a nice day.